You click
Press
record.
it. All right, here we go.
Yee.
Shush. Clap, sing.
Hey, we
Okay.
made it. We're finally here. We're close to show 50.
Crossover is already happening. Wasn't expecting that.
Okay, here we go. Hello, Apaches, and welcome to another episode of Waveform. Hope you guys had a good break. I know that we almost did. Today, since it's April and we're a bunch of fools, we're going to be talking about that. But before we get into it, I'm one of your hosts, Jeremy Sutton.
And I'm the other one, Paula Contreras.
So, Paula, what we got going on today?
So today we have a very ambitious crossover, but more or less behind the scenes.
My schedule's very busy. It's ambitious.
With
Yeah.
our very own Lights Out main star / producer. If you guys want to introduce yourself, go for it.
Hi, I'm Adrian. I mostly produce Lights Out, and I produced this April Fool's show.
I'm Rodd. I'm the local goober that walked in, and Adrian was like, you know what? I can look at this bright young little boy. He said this to me. I can look at this bright little young boy, and I know that he can do some pretty funny stuff. So that's what it turned out to be.
Okay.
So,
I found him on the side of the street.
all right, I'm Rodd Esfahani. I usually do the talent for Lights Out. Don't quote me. I saw you out of the corner of my eye. I'm trying to do an intro here.
Okay.
guys got
Okay,
that,
let's take
yeah.
it back. For viewers out there that may or may not know, can you please explain a little bit what Lights Out is?
All right, so Lights Out is this sketch comedy that we developed about 2 years ago, and I took the reins about 1 year ago. And it's been an ongoing show where we grab people's best ideas and make them into a funny little show for everyone to watch.
Or any
And then-
ideas?
I saw this last year, Lights Out, and I was like, I could take a shot at that. So then that's why I joined APN. And hey, second semester we're doing Lights Out.
Yeah, that's cool.
You guys are doing a great job. That last episode that starred Brandon and Rodd, the precursor to April Fool's, was it? You guys
was
eat healthy
making?
food?
Yeah.
That video, that was so much fun to film, honestly.
That was where we got our first shout
Dude,
out.
I laughed so hard.
Me too.
Like, not even kidding.
Video that's like 5 words, so can we just like quiet and you can hear
I am so
Our
sorry.
reporter, Eva Cassis, is making us shut up. So we're just going to be like...
We're going to be quiet for the next 20
we're gonna be
seconds.
I'll
speaking
talk a bit quieter.
library voices for a little bit. But, we already did that.
All right, so anyways.
So today we're so today we want to focus on we want to talk about the April Fool's show. We want to learn a little bit insight on how you guys came up with the process, the ideas, just the general workload and how you guys did it, and then of course Lights Out naturally. What you guys done, what you guys got going on. We're all curious. We want to know.
In your
Do
library
you want to
voices.
tackle this or should I go?
In your
I'll go
library
first. So first off, April Fool's wasn't just us. We had like
Naturally.
everyone working.
You guys, what were your guys' jobs? You were producer,
I was producing.
and then Rodd, you were the star of the show.
I was a star, but, also I did a bit of the writing, unfortunately, and a little bit of the production, but
Yeah.
that was up to the suits over here to do. But,
Oh,
I
we're
tried
getting
my
some death
best.
glares from our live studio audience.
Hi, Evelyn.
Evelyn's our live studio audience for the day. So is Oswaldo. Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Our reporter's about to come in and yell at
Well, I'm
us.
sorry about that.
Anyways, so for all our viewers at home, why don't you tell us a little bit about what was the plot of the April Fool's show? Like, what was the main overall theme?
So originally it was going to be a corporation buyout. We were going to have like a certain ethnicity buy us out, and they would change the format
What
of our
was
show.
said ethnicity?
We quickly decided that might have not been the best angle, so we decided that an overall,
Thank
just
God.
a faceless corporation has come and take us out, and now we're part of them. I think we decided on Comedy Central. I don't know if we mentioned it in the script that it was Comedy Central that took us over.
We did not, but that's a good
We weren't sponsored.
In
that's
case
a
you
good
didn't catch
Easter
that,
egg,
then.
I guess.
We're sponsored by Comedy Central.
Or Gatorade.
That's also not true.
But anyways,
We have like 50 Gatorades.
so then it was really just this whole new format, because the whole theme for this year with the shows was, it's a new format, it's live now. So we're like, you know what? A good live sort of format is the talk show. I mean, of course, there's some nuances we had to take where it's still a news program, and we still need to get our amazing content that our content producers make. So we sort of fit it into a sort of blend of a sort of a news and a sort of commentary sort of thing, you know.
So what was you obviously went with the talk show format. What were some like inspirations behind the characters that you and Brandon were playing?
I want to say most talk shows have a host that's very enthusiastic, like a Jimmy Fallon-esque type, and then they have like a co-host that kind of works off of them. You want to discuss how Brandon works off of you?
All right, then. So with the sort of characters that were on the show, which was Brandon and I, we sort of just played a little exaggeration of ourselves in the lights out sort of format that we've been doing for, I think, 2 episodes prior to that, where it was like I was really excited to do something and Brandon was a little bit more empathetic to it. And, I mean, it translates pretty well on the screen. So, really, we just wanted to bring forward this sort of like a nice little duality of like a really excited host and sort of unexcited sort of co-host, sort of like the Eric Andre's show.
Hello, we're in the middle of a podcast.
Podcast time.
Our advisor Frank Nunez, everybody.
Frank Nunez.
Only a little bit.
He got fired in the show, but you know. Or wait,
Yeah.
he left.
He
left.
Wow, our advisor
pursuing
sucks.
history.
I want to say one of my favorite moments of you two going back and forth is when Miss Pisano comes on the show.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that was a
And
great interview.
You ask
Yeah.
her if dihydrogen monoxide is poisonous, and all she says is yes, and then disappears in a cloud of smoke. And you act like that's completely normal and keep going with it. And Brandon is the only one who's like, what?
How did you guys get that to happen? Like, how'd you get her in here and what? Just
So I personally know Miss Pisano. We've been pretty good friends since I took her biology class in freshman year. So when it came to the point where we needed a read for the ghost story, I was thinking, how could we incorporate a teacher into the live segment format? Because we hadn't had a teacher for the whole show at that point. So I thought, hey, why don't I sort of make this like fanatical call, like, oh, something's dangerous happened on campus, which is dihydrogen monoxide.
What is dihydrogen monoxide, Rod?
yeah.
For our little science viewers out there, our bright young children, it's water. It's
Oh,
H2O, ladies and
H2O,
gents.
baby.
Did you not know that?
I didn't know that.
I had the graphic up on the screens behind us. Anyway,
Sorry, I have a not so good grade in biology right now.
I see.
It's chemistry, but okay.
Okay.
chemistry,
I
biology,
didn't take
chemistry,
so
whatever you
I
want.
didn't take chemistry, so
That is the first
Forgivable.
chapter of biology.
no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No,
Anyways,
it's not.
It is.
Organic chemistry, bro. Anyways, so
Hello?
we got her in, and the studio wasn't set up, so we had to.
Oh my god.
The studio wasn't set up, so she sat there for an hour while I was like
Oh, apologies,
running
Miss
back and
Pisano.
I'm
forth.
so sorry, Miss
Apologies.
Pisano.
Huge apologies to Miss Pisano, by the way. I love you so much for doing the show, and thankful for you
It came out great.
coming in
She's never gonna
and
watch this,
being
but
a
if
great
you do,
sport.
we apologize.
You did say that Miss Pisano came in as her bit was kind of a lead into the ghost story.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
I want you to lead this part of the quizzing for them because I know you're a huge fan of the special
whew.
guest we have
yes,
on.
yes,
Oh, boy.
yes, yes.
Oh,
Alright,
yes.
So, the ghost story, as we all know, what did you guys think the ghost story was going to be about when you like heard the pitched idea?
Originally, we were thinking it was going to be about the pack hunting. It's been a thing that's been rumored for many years, and
Rumoredly haunted by Karl Marx, right?
Who?
The
Yes.
father of
Yeah, Karl
communism,
Marx.
Karl Marx.
Wait, is this like a real rumor or
Yes,
like
this
a
is a
April
real
Fool's
rumor.
Not even
I
joking.
don't know what these drama kids are, what they're feeding the drama kids over there, but it's certainly
It's anti-capitalism, I know that.
anti-capitalist.
Anyway, continue,
Or
Adrian.
will they?
well, we were originally going to do it in the pack, but they were closed, so we ended up moving it to the North Gym. But to make up for that, we ended up getting a special guest.
The
to
special
voice
guest.
for
The
us.
beautiful special guest.
Tell us who that was, Paula.
The special guest is Ryan Vergara, not the one and only Ryan Vergara from BuzzFeed Unsolved, the co-host of BuzzFeed Unsolved with Shane. And Ryan
Yes.
Vergara, everybody.
We talked
so
to
amazing.
Ryan a bit earlier this year, and he went over and gave us a little
Because
lecture.
he's
Yes,
an
he
alumni,
did.
actually, right?
He's
Yeah, he's an alumni of
class
Apache
2002.
News. Just crazy. And we talked to him earlier this year, so
He's so sweet. He's like down to earth. He's amazing.
He's like a real person.
He's so
Like,
cool.
actually.
I want to be his friend, but like he's twice my age and also like really cool and doesn't need to hang out with a 15-year-old. So
he doesn't
I'm
want
never
that
gonna
kind
be
of look.
friends with Ryan Vergara.
But can we just give a quick shout out to Kona and Colin
Yes.
for reaching out and
Um,
actually getting him for this?
Getting him for the bit and pulling off such an amazing. They
It
got like
looked so
the
good.
suits. They got
Oh.
the night vision. It was amazing.
It was really good.
It was so funny.
It was so good.
They shot that Wednesday or Thursday that
It
night.
was like 10 o'clock, wasn't it?
They
Yeah,
shot
they
it
went in pretty
Wednesday
late.
night.
They shot Wednesday night, but it was really late. And
Yeah.
Yeah, they went in pretty late. I also heard a lot of things happen with that story. So it was originally supposed to be in the pack.
It went through like 3
Yeah.
locations, didn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
And then North Gym, and then Boys Locker Room, and then
South
Back-
Gym was the final one, right?
yeah,
South
it
Gym
was
was the
South
final.
Gym was the final location of filming.
This whole
but
show
then
in a
the
nutshell was like
I don't know if you guys noticed, but in the video they go in through the girls' locker room, like the door of the girls' locker room.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, they go in through the doors of the
Oh.
girls' locker room,
Yeah.
but then the filming is inside the South Gym.
Movie magic.
So only
Tell
PE
your
kids
friends.
know that.
Tell
but-
your friends.
we have to do a lot of stuff in post because sometimes my takes are unusable. So
How many
Actually,
takes did you do for the the final version? Like, how many takes total do you think you did?
oh man, at least sub 100. Sub 100.
Like, how sub 100 are we talking now?
Ah man, like 80. 80 takes at least. But there were some bits where it was really heavy for that sort of stuff.
Elaborate.
What?
Elaborate.
So we had my dog in because he was featured in the
Nacho,
prior
right?
episode.
Yes.
Nacho, my
Nacho.
beautiful baby boy. Anyways, so it's about 5 o'clock, I think, in the studio on Thursday, and we had to we had like an hour or two to film with him because then we had to do all this sort of stuff, and we brought Nacho, sat him next to Brandon Oaks, and we tried doing the bit.
Cutest
But
pair ever.
He's
the
so
problem is
cool.
that Nacho really
The-
likes
the
our
dog,
camera
Brandon.
people, Evelyn, Jig Gams, so he was a little bit excited to be around all these sort of people that he didn't recognize.
Little boy loved the cuddles.
My heart, he's so cute. I want to keep him.
You know who's also cute though? Is Nick Marshall's dogs.
Oh
yeah.
Marshall's
Who
dogs
I
are
met
adorable.
For a bit that unfortunately did not make the air. It's okay, it
Oh.
happens. But
Oh, speaking. Okay. No.
we'll talk about Nick Marshall's.
But then, okay, let's talk about the show real quick again.
Yeah.
So the whole thing, like APN's branded as a live show. April Fool's was not live, obviously.
Why are you gonna expose us like that?
Did I mean it was really obvious.
Maybe to
At
some.
some points more than others.
Was
Yeah.
it the sporadic cutting?
Miss Pisano disappearing right in front of your eyes.
Yeah, how did we do that live, guys?
She's a ninja, man.
Yeah. But did you guys originally plan, like, what was the plan going into April Fool's?
All right.
And did it work out?
So what my original plan was, they said, "Okay, Rod, we're gonna trust you with this. we're gonna
Was that a good decision?
we're gonna give you the chance." And I said, "Okay, finally, my time is here." So what my original plan was is about a week out, 2 weeks out. I said, "Okay, what we're gonna need to do to make this show perfect is have it recorded first off, because there was plenty of times where stuff went wrong during the thing, and it would be impossible to do. So sort of like Nacho, like jumping
Yeah.
off and stuff like that. That would have been impossible to do live. So I knew that we're gonna need a lot of takes to get it right, so it's funny, so it makes sense. And plus, we also I really wanted to cancel the Wednesday show for that week
Bob
because
is very anti-show.
Anti-show. Yes.
I was anti-show
Rod was making
because
big decisions that he didn't have the right to make.
I didn't have the right to make it, so
They didn't happen.
I wanted more
Mostly.
concentration on the Friday show, so it was perfect. But, because I'm not realistic or a sane person, the Wednesday show went as planned and in full regalia, and we were sort of like, okay, we have a little bit less time to pull this off, but I think we can do it. And I have to say, with the time we had and with everything going on, I think we did an amazing
Oh my
job.
God,
with
it's
this
You
story.
amazing.
did. It was so good.
Last year we had we started 2 weeks at least early. We started planning a few
Yeah,
weeks
we
out.
planned a couple weeks
Yeah.
ahead.
Production started a couple weeks ahead.
Things
And-
get hectic with
Yeah.
the regular shows.
And like last year's, you headed that one as well, correct?
Well, I headed the lights out
The lights out
attachment
portion.
to it. Ilona ended up producing that
Yeah,
one.
and for those of you who don't remember, last year's April Fools was the plot was CV Crescendo Valley took over the show midway through. We had amazing bits like schedule changes, last minute schedule. Jack Sessions getting fired, which I'm told people actually believed. That was my doing. You're welcome.
That April Fool's show, I have to say, that show was why I joined APN. That is exactly what I wanted to do with my time here.
Our audience
And
agrees.
I hear
have
that
to
the
say-
most from people. It's
Yeah.
like the
It
April
was-
Fools is the one.
It's a very good show.
That was like
and it was
apex.
Yeah.
the
I
pressure,
really enjoyed it.
the pressure of having to like top that this year.
Oh my god.
It was tough.
It was tough, but I think you guys did it.
I was nervous.
You
I was
guys
nervous
did
for
really good.
everyone.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like
Everyone was sort of worriedly looking at me like, we sure we're going to let Rod do
that's
this
why
one?
I'm so glad you guys went with like a completely new angle. It wasn't just
Yeah.
like a new takeover or something. It was a whole new kind of show. And I
Yeah.
think that was a really smart way to separate, to make it difficult to compare. You know?
Yes.
Sort of like to challenge ourselves when it comes to the show, because sometimes, you know, in a 60-part show, things get a little bit repetitive. So we decided, and the class too,
Yeah.
we were like, okay, we're going to need to flip this script. We're going to make sure that it's unique to last year's and to any of our shows prior to that. So, you know, I think we did a decent job with
I think
it.
you did a fantastic
did
job.
Like the way we
It
do
was
the
so
shows,
well.
it's like you see the stories after the show.
Yeah.
Because I was Brandon Elks and I and a lot of the studio crew was so busy doing the recorded bits, we didn't know a lot of what the stories were going to be. I just got to see tidbits of it, and the portion where my dog was in the baseball
Yeah,
story.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You guys crunched too, because I remember the Thursday before the show, we had a softball live stream.
So
Oh my
like
gosh,
all our crew was
yes.
gone.
Oh, so like we came back and you guys were still in here.
Yeah.
And-
It's like, oh my goodness.
Still
Guess
going. It
which
was like
day
11,
the
I
Friday
think.
show landed on? Senior Ditch Day.
Oh,
Yeah.
naturally.
Oh,
Yeah. like,
Almost
we
everyone
walked in,
disappeared.
And I saw Sabrina up here ready to do her Wii Sports.
Yeah.
She just looked exhausted because it was like 8 something. You guys were still shooting. It's
we
like, oh
left
my
at like
goodness.
11.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys
Late.
really killed it with the. I mean, time was. We could work on the time, but you guys absolutely killed it with the stories afterwards. After
Yeah.
we left because
Like-
we're lazy.
Yeah, story cruises were up late, man.
Yeah, I remember.
crunched
I
it.
think I remember. It was you saying like everyone needs to take their stories home, and like just saying that everyone just needed to take it home and like work on it. And then they came back, and it was like pretty. All the stories
It
were
was
flawless.
All the
Phenomenal.
stories were pretty much done except for the ones that were on the softball live stream, which was kind of a little bit of trouble. But
Yeah.
I was just getting everyone ready to know it's like, hey, there's a high possibility you have to take these home, so please don't get mad.
April Fool's shows is like the one though. It's like
Yeah.
You
That's the
have
one
to.
that has
You
to
have
do it.
to.
Yeah, you gotta
It's-
do it. You gotta make sure it's polished.
And it worked.
yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of stories, my mom actually watched the show,
Yeah.
and the lead story was the college scandals one. Correct?
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, that was so believable.
It was real, man. It's
that,
like
that was a true story.
Palpable
Johanna
fear.
and everyone who worked on it with her. I know Natalie did some photoshops of some
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
websites. I swear,
That's good.
it looked real.
There was.
I
got
heard,
scared for a second.
I heard some people
Yeah.
were crying.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Who?
Just some people.
Oh
I
my
don't know who, but
God.
like, even if I did, I wouldn't name names. But like,
Well,
that's
yeah.
how real it was.
I thought the bit where, like, Joe's story was really accurate and it looked really real.
It looked
It
was
so
good.
real.
I thought people would be sort of like, okay, this is the April Fool's show when I introduced my cousin, Mr. Safa,
Yeah.
before the
That
story
should've-
went up. I thought, I mean, we didn't, we didn't
Yeah,
leave
you know,
to
by
go
the,
do
by the
history.
time Rodd comes up there and Brandon's sitting down in cargo shorts on a couch, something must be up.
Yeah. But I mean, it still worked out. We still fooled some
Yes.
people.
My mother.
Still managed to fool people, which, hey,
We
why
fooled,
not?
we fooled one of us with dihydrogen monoxide.
I don't think she was ever going to get it.
No one could see it, but we have Oswaldo over in the
Doing a
stand.
little sly smile. Anyways,
Oh my goodness. Okay, so last couple of things I want to talk about. What did you guys think of Nick Marshall's story, martial arts?
I'm so sorry for him because it was like
He's
probably my
hilarious.
favorite.
He was so funny.
That was a good. Okay, the original concept for martial arts.
The original concept for martial arts. Nick Marshall is one of our amazing,
Story
talented
producers.
story producers in here, and we want to do a bit called martial arts, where he paints martial arts.
Yeah.
It just quickly changed into literal martial arts with Nick Marshall. He doesn't know anything about martial arts.
No.
He took a little bit of like jujitsu, I think.
This is Cobb McGraw. And the,
Did it look like
bit,
it?
A little bit of
And,
Krav
so we went to his
I don't know
house
what
after
it's-
school on Wednesday, and we shot a bunch of nonsense, and it was maybe the funniest thing I've ever
It
seen in
was
my
so
life.
I gotta
cool
give
at
credit to
first.
Marshall for that. Actually,
Yeah.
he edited that for me.
Really?
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
what
Mar-
a Jeez.
Marshall and Eva did an amazing job with that story, and it sucks that I didn't get into the show, and stuff happened the way it was. But the live portion was absolutely hilarious.
Oh my god, so
Yeah.
funny.
Wait, the live
So
or the live?
The
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 live.
live
Okay.
in studio segment.
Okay. Okay.
He was
Live
alive in the studio.
segment.
Okay.
And I feel like we haven't talked enough about the Wii Sports.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, Wii Sports.
Specifically the baseball team. Well, it's not part of the Wii Sports, but the baseball team being replaced by dogs.
My goodness, it was
That
so
was so
hard.
cute.
It was so hard to shoot with my dog. I don't want to detract from
The funniest
Marshall's
part of that the whole show, the funniest shot was Coach Liam's hitting a ball, and the camera pans over, and the dog's pooping right on the field.
My dog is a sweet boy. He does not misbehave,
But when you
but
gotta go, you gotta go.
that was just completely unplanned. He was so he wasn't well behaved on that baseball sort of thing.
Oh, we have the story producer here, Christine.
Oh.
Christine, give us some quick input on this story.
Make a quick comment on that story.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm so sorry, Coach Lehman.
Coach Lemus, we're so sorry.
Apologies to the baseball team and
I
all
feel
of its
so
affiliates.
bad.
Did he have to
So
like
bad.
clean it up or something?
Yeah, no, Lemus walked over.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
And
then Marshall's dogs, who were Marshall and Marcus, I believe, right?
his dogs
Yeah.
were Willie and Max.
Willie and
Willie's
Max.
a fat little wiener dog. He's so
Sweet
cute.
boys.
He's
They were
adorable.
probably well behaved.
so
They're so
adorable.
cute.
They're so adorable.
Yeah.
They're adorable.
Okay, oh my
Let's
God.
move on. Spelling bee.
Spell-
Wait, we gotta talk about
jeez,
Wii Sports.
Oh right.
We gotta
My
talk
bad.
about
Come on.
the thing we've been wanting to do for so long.
Yeah. I wanted to go like full on. I had like
Oh,
a
I
Wii
know.
ready and had us like play in the
That
studio,
would've been
but
so
Oh my god.
funny.
that would have been so great.
I forgot you were actually doing Wii Sports. So when it got to that, and I just hear, "Do-do-do-do-do-do," I died instantly. I was not ready for that.
I think what killed me was every single time they would putt, it would be like, "Wow."
Yes,
Yes,
they
yes.
added like
oh,
the game.
Yes.
Really
Oh my
accurate with that. That was my favorite.
Hilarious.
That was so funny.
Who took that home
Eagle.
edit? Was that Jacob?
Sabrina.
Tian?
That
was
did
Sabrina.
Sabrina and Jacob Tian.
That was
I'm not pretty
so-
sure. Pretty sure.
Fantastic
Funny.
job from them on
Wow.
sports.
So what? I think we've covered about everything from the show. Anything you
Ooh,
guys want to talk
I have a
about?
question.
Oh.
Do you guys have any lights out sneak peeks?
Oh yeah.
Lights out sneak
What
peeks.
are you guys up to?
What are you guys working on?
Oh, we actually filmed the thing quite a while ago, but it got a little hindered by the April Fool's episode.
Ooh, what
the
is it? What is
noodle
it? What is
thing?
it?
It is
Yeah,
the noodle
it is the
thing.
noodle thing.
Ooh.
Don't say any more. We're just
We're
gonna
not
leave it
gonna-
as the
Okay.
noodle thing.
Okay.
Let's
okay.
just say it's really spicy, and I did not enjoy the
Ooh,
experience.
when's it supposed to come out?
Or do we-
Depends when we edit it.
I think you told me it was just sitting somewhere.
It is just sitting somewhere on a computer, but we'll get the footage together and we'll throw it out. Hey, sometime during this month. Every week on time live. No, we're not live. We're not doing a live
We're
live
not
show.
doing live. Well, maybe we did live once, like a segment.
Oh
live.
my
Oh,
gosh.
I was in that.
Yeah.
was-
That's when you admitted you didn't know how to read.
That was my debut.
We'll try and throw up a clip of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how to read.
That was. I think that live segment was when we all realized that you and Brandon were the best comedic duo with the best comedic timing in
Yeah.
APN.
You guys are the 1-2 punch, man.
You
And
you
then
flatter me.
I had no reason to be there.
You were available, wasn't that why you were there?
I think so.
Yeah.
Paula was just on standby, and we're like,
We needed some.
yeah,
we need someone. Yeah.
But
Yeah, but I was not needed and shouldn't have been there.
How does
but
it feel to be best available?
did your job
It feels-
perfectly for that
feels
live
okay.
Made it work.
Okay. Well, anything you guys want to add last about Lights Out or April Fool?
We are gonna be moving producers soon to Brandon Oaks.
Ooh.
I really.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Passing the torch for next year?
Yes.
Ooh.
I'm excited.
And I really trust him because he knows a lot about like comedic timing, as
Oh
you can
my
see from
gosh.
like
Yes, he's a
Rodd.
genius.
He's so funny.
So
Yeah.
hilarious.
Even
So
like in
good.
regular life.
In
He's so
regular life.
funny.
I mean, I have to say between Brandon and like Joey and the rest of the other sort of cast ensemble we've had on Lights Out, I trust Brandon the most with producing it because I feel like he's gonna be able to produce some really funny stuff.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's definitely like what he's interested into. Like he's super creative.
Yeah,
he needs this opportunity.
Yeah.
You know.
Spelling bee. All right.
Okay,
so
You find your word.
okay.
You two.
Yeah.
It's a tradition on this show that we do a spelling bee.
Oh, I don't know how to spell, and he doesn't know how to read.
I
so
Even
yeah.
better.
great.
Paula,
All right.
give
That
these
was
gentlemen
an
their
ad-lib
word.
bit.
Okay.
I was just actually admitting that I was illiterate. Anyways, go.
Okay, so
Yes.
who wants to go first?
Hey Rod.
All right, let's go.
Okay, Rod. Your word is. Which one should I pick?
I
Rod,
don't
your
even know he
word
knows how to spell that one.
is melancholy.
Melancholy?
Yes.
Would you like me to use it in a sentence?
Well, I know what melancholy means. It's how I'm feeling that you gave me that word. MELENCHOLY.
L.
No.
Not even
Rod, I'm
close.
sorry, that's incorrect. Paula, spell it for him.
It's MELANCHOLY.
Hey, that's surprising.
Melancholy, Rod.
You were really close though.
Good try.
You know,
We'll give you a participation award.
you know, if I did it, I
That's
would have
what
said
this
melon,
whole-
like watermelon.
Yeah, that's what I was
Melancholy.
Melancholy.
But I was like,
Yeah,
nah,
that's how
I
I
need to
spelled
throw
it
an
too.
L in there.
Okay, Adrian,
All
you're
right.
not off the hook either.
Damn
All
it.
right.
Paula, what's his word?
Okay, I'm trying to find it.
Please be an easy one. I was hoping Rod gets the hard one.
Okay, the other word was pretty easy to spell.
I'm trying to make it harder on you.
Okay. Your word is pronunciation.
I don't even know how to pronounce pronunciation. All right.
Pronunciation.
All right. It's PRO
Be careful now.
Okay, strong start.
NOUNCIATION.
That is incorrect.
Damn.
You had one too many vowels in there.
It is PRONUNCIATION.
You forgot the Y, you fool.
I'm sorry, Rod. I guess
Well-
I can't read either.
I just want to congratulate you two on a
Congratulations.
spelling bee. Good,
Failure.
hard try. Good try.
If it makes you feel better, I misspelled it when I was typing in Google.
She also gave some other people words that weren't real ones.
They were real words.
They were not real words. They
I
were
don't
from The
believe
Little Mermaid.
pronunciation is a real word. I'd like a real word.
Word.
Yes, word.
W
AVEFORM is better than
R
LIGHT
D.
apostrophe SOUT.
Am I close?
Listening to you struggle to spell lights out was very hard for me. Anyways, that about wraps up the third chapter of Waveform. We want to thank Rod and Adrian for coming on the show today, talking lights out,
Thank
talking
you so
all
much.
things creative APN.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Follow our social media down below.
Follow their social media.
Down below.
Follow her social media.
Down below.
Don't follow me. I have nothing posted.
You should follow him though.
Actually,
Don't
could
follow me at this non-existent link.
Could you actually post mine up below?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll post it up below.
Yeah.
Look
so
at these
gamer
two
tag.
goons trying
Thank
to
you.
do an outro.
All right. Well, that wraps up this episode of Waveform.
Waveform is always forever and always better than lights out. So this has been Paula.
Be sure to watch
Jeremy?
Lights Out.
Watch Lights Out. It's better than Waveform.
It's way better than Waveform.
I mean,
Adrian and Rod.
bye.
See you, Apache.
Hey, this is a little secret note for Jeremy. Dude, this is creepy. This is scary. They're watching the thing right now, but they don't know that I'm actually rolling. They don't know it, but I'm recording right now. All right. Be sure to watch Lights Out. This is for the post credits. Be sure to put this on the post credits. Glacier Cherry's pretty good. Wait, but anyways, I'm doing a little sting. Anyways, so be sure to film for, or be sure to watch Lights Out. It was really cool. Also, no, don't press the record button.